Hey everyone, I am back and I wanted to share a process with you that I do with some of my decks that I just first get. I have recently received the Tarot Draconis and I wasn't really fond of how the edges work. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing and the reason why I am edging it. So I will do a video on this deck to do a flip through so you can see all the different cards, because I find this deck, I got it because I like the artwork. So it's going to go into my collection and it's going to, so that I can have it and I can look at it, and I happen to like dragons. That's just part of the thing that I grew up with and stuff, and those tails and stuff. So this is what it is. So it comes with a box. It's from, this particular one comes from Los Scarabero, right? It's beautiful artwork. It's by David Corsi. So I think the artwork is quite stunning and quite gorgeous, and it is really stunning when you see it. So I will, like I said, I will do a flip through of this after I'm done edging it. So, but I wanted to show you how it actually arrives before, I do a flip through and you see this really beautiful deck and you're like, oh, I really want that deck. And then you get it and you go, oh, that's not what I remember that I saw it. So here it is. So this, I split my deck up because I've already done half of them. So this is the deck. So like I said, I will end up doing a flip through of this deck. But what it is that this deck comes in and it's got this really nice black border, and the back has the front, which is just vivid, bold colors and just gorgeous. And it's also got a black, but yet when you receive it, you have just the cut edges, and it is gray on this one. It's not white, it's gray. So the thing about it is that when I look at these and I go, oh, that's just so beautiful, and then you see the when you there you go, you can see it better. You could see the cut edges, and you're just like, well, that kind of takes away from the beauty of this deck, doesn't it? So I have edged it with black, and I have a paint marker here. I've edged it with black so you can see how it just completely finishes off this deck. Look, there's some little dust speckles. So it just changes the whole dynamic of the deck. So when you fan it, you don't see those grayed edges. It just feels complete. It feels very fluid and, and completed. It's just gorgeous. So this is the reason why I edged this deck. I think it just finishes the deck. It makes it look beautiful. So I am using this painting pen. My son actually had this pen because I was like, I don't have a black Sharpie, because most people use Sharpies, and he gave me this pen. He goes, here, use this one. I don't use it. So I use this one, and it actually works great. Dries instantly. It kind of gives it a nice little sheen, because it's a paint pen. It gives it a little nice sheen, and it doesn't come off. Once it's dry, it dries almost instantly, and it doesn't come off. And I like this pen for these black edges, because if a little bit gets on either side of the black border, it doesn't really show at all. But so you can see this, it's got that gray edge. So, and this is completely black. So here we go. All right. So like I said, later I'll do a flip through so you can see everything. So when I use this particular pen is a double-sided pen. So you have one side that's got a thick tip, and the other side has this thin tip. There you go. And I don't use the thin side, obviously, because I don't want to really mess it up. And this particular tip has some grooves in it from the cards. So when you do slide the cards through, you do start creating a groove. But like I said, a little bit will show up on the edges. It will show up on the edges, but you won't notice it if you have a black front and a black back. And because this dries instantly, it's not as easy to, with this paint pen, too easy to get rid of it. With a Sharpie, I have found it will do the tops really well, or do the edges really well. And if the card is really laminated, you can take a paper towel and wipe it off and stuff, and it will come off, and you can get a better, you'll get a better, but you have to do it quickly because you don't want it to set on your card. So anyway, so what I do is just very simple. I use the thick part. This is a chiseled side, and you just kind of go across, and you get the corners. Make sure you get them pretty good, and then you go down to the sides. And you can go over it several times to make sure you get it completely black. And that's it. So now that edge is black. And then I'll move on to the next one. And you just do this. It's a very easy project, and it really makes a nice completion. So I just didn't want to show this deck how I originally got it, because I don't know, the edges kind of bugged me. I'm like, how can these be so gorgeous, but yet, you know, you leave it not blackened. You know what I think would also be really, really great looking too, if somebody wanted, because this is got these deep golds in here with the reds, the deep golds. I bet this deck would look great with the gold edging, being gold gilded, but I decided to do it black so that it kind of disappeared. But these would look really great in gold edging as well. So, but that's kind of how you do it. Just keep on going. I will, when I'm finished doing this deck, when I'm finished edging everything, I will go ahead and I will do a review of this, or just a quick flip through so you can see. This is really a beautiful deck. If you really like dragons, this is the deck to get. There's a couple dragon decks out there. There's another one that I've had for many years, and I might do a comparison because people might confuse the two, you know, because one is older, one is newer. I'm not even sure what year is this. Doesn't say what year, so I don't know. I'll have to look it up on the website, you know. I will have to look it up on the website to find out what year this was released. So there you have it. So if you have any questions, let me know, or if not, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, thanks, bye.